Hi, I'm Daniel Tart with Costello Real Estate, and today I want to share some important information on a big topic my buyers and investors have been asking me about: what to look for when buying land. Whether you're planning to build your dream home or explore an investment opportunity, choosing the right piece of land is key. Here are some important things to look for that will save you money, time, and headaches. So now that you found a piece of land that you're interested in, the next step is to identify the zoning. And what you're going to discover with the zoning is it residential, is it commercial, farmland, etc. So once you find out what the zoning is, then you can identify what the parcel will allow for. For instance, if it's single family, multifamily, etc. So let's say, for instance, that we have identified that this parcel is a single family property. So the next step would be to see if there's any future growth going on or county plans that may impact this property. Once we've established the use of the property and the growth around it, the next step would be to get a survey. And what we're going to find out on a survey is if there's any encroachments, which encroachments are if anybody has a dwelling or something that is encroaching on your piece of land that may affect the use or the sale of the property down the road. Next, you're going to discover what utility easements or easements in general are. An easement is, let's say you have utility easement. So you have Piedmont Natural Gas or Duke Power bringing in their utilities, and there's an easement or a right-of-way that comes into the property that allows them to have access to it. An important thing to look for once you have your survey is your topo. And what I mean by topo is your lay of the land, how much fall there is, if there's wetlands there or floodplains, or how that will impact your land. Your survey will also identify your meets and bounds. And what I mean by that is where your property starts and ends. You need to find out if the property is subject to an HOA. And if it is, then there's covenants and restrictions and bylaws that will affect your property along with HOA fees. Another item that has a huge impact on whether you buy a piece of land or not is deed restrictions. And a lot of people out there have this misconception about deed restrictions being on a survey, when in fact, that's not the case. You need to call a real estate attorney, and a real estate attorney will do what is called as a title search. And in that title search, it'll show up what's on the deed as far as restrictions. Once you find out about zoning, deed restrictions, topo, HOA, etc., next step is to put the property under contract. Now you're under contract, congratulations, and you're under your due diligence period. While you're under your due diligence period, there's other services that you may want to hire. For instance, soil testing. So you may want to call a soil company and have them come out and test the land to see if it's suitable to build the structure that you want to build on it. Other than soil testing and a survey, while you're in your due diligence period, you need to find out if the property has access to city water and sewer. You can do that in one of many ways. You can contact the seller or the agent or the city and find out if there's taps in place. And what I mean by that is meters and connections that connect into city water and sewer. If there's not, then that's a whole nother animal. And that's the whole reason why you need to contact an experienced agent and an agent who's well-versed in land deals. Call me and I'll let you know. Thanks for watching and allowing me to show you tips on how to purchase land. Click the link below for more information.